This video I'm going to talk about how to set up Square and how to place an order through Square, send a invoice. So this is a brand new account that I had set up for my mom to be able to do this. And I actually was able to get $1,000 in free processing when she signed up as well. So to do that, you want to make sure that if anybody is signing up under you, you want to go down to the bottom here and click on Earn Rewards. And this is her link right here that will, I can copy this, or you can customize it as well. But copy this, and then that is the link that you want to send to people if you get new customer or new team members that sign up under you. You want to make sure that that is the link that they get. You will get $1,000 in free processing, as will they. So it's very important they get this link. Okay, so that is the first part. I'm going to go back to the home screen, and this kind of gives you a breakdown of how, steps to sign up or to get it set up. You do want to download the app on your computer. So over here, you can download the app. I'm going to assume that it will send it to your phone. Take first payment, get your hardware. If you want to order a chip reader or for the chip cards, that I believe is $50, but everybody will get a free card reader when you sign up. So there's all these that you can follow through that kind of explain everything more in depth. So the big cheat that is super awesome that I recently found is uploading all of the products to your Square account. Now, I suggest no matter what, you run an invoice, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a little bit, but this is a great way to keep track of all of your sales. So even if somebody doesn't pay through Square because they give you cash, you still want to run an invoice, and you can cash it out to cash so that the sales are still in right here in sales. It will show you all of your sales, and at the end you can print a yearly report for taxes. So it is very important that you run everything through Square, regardless if it's an actual credit purchase or not. So to get set up, you want to start with items. And now this is the fun little cheat that we have. And I thought these deleted, but they didn't. So I tried it out to make sure it worked before, but I can still show you how to do it. So you go to, normally this will not be here when you first sign up. So it's going to say, actually it's going to say something along the lines of import, I believe down here, but right now it's up here. So I'm going to hit import, and it's going to say, it's not going to say modify item library. I believe it says something like add items or something along those lines. So go through that, and then I want to select it from my computer. So what I did was I modified, I found this, but I modified this to our updated products. For the most part, I didn't go through everything, but I did go through the lip sense and shadow sense. But you can find this in the files. So first you want to go to files and download this, and then once it's on your computer, you can click on it and then upload it. I'm going to cancel out of this, obviously, because they're already there. And all of the products, along with the SKU numbers, are there as well, which you don't really need. But that and the price is already there. So that is awesome. It's super time consuming. Or it's not, it's going to save you a ton of time, and has everything, everything there for you. So let's see here. In fact, I think when I did delete it, I deleted some of the folders, I thought, so I could start fresh and show you how to do it all. So I think I did delete some of it, but everything will be there for you. The next thing you have to do right after uploading that is create a tax. So create a tax. I'm just going to name this one Michigan tax. You will get charged the state tax that you are in from Senegence. So if you are in Michigan, you will get charged 6% from Senegence. So that's what you want to make sure that you charge your customers. Add tax item price. I I believe, yes. So enable tax, and then I'm going to hit save. So over here is the most important part. Apply tax to items. So this, you're going to have to go through and select all of these, which I thought, oh, there's a select all up here. So select all. The only ones you do not want to select tax for is shipping, which shipping is on there. You can decide. I think I did delete some of them. So you're going to have to, in yours, shipping should be on here, and you'll want to go and modify whatever you want to charge for shipping. Shipping is in another video, and I talk about paying through PayPal or paying through the post office. So you can decide your shipping amount on that, and then I believe I put in $3.50 for the automated import, so you can go in and change the price if you want with that. So but for right now, I want to apply the tax to all the items. So now when I do an order, all of my items will have tax on them. A couple other things over here, which you can't really, there we go. Sales. It just is going to show you your deposits, cash drawer, which you don't really need. A lot of these are for businesses that actually have like a store. But a lot of them are definitely beneficial for us as well. So you can kind of take a peek at that. This is where your items are. So if I wanted to adjust this amethyst, I would go in there. You know, this is where you'd want to do your shipping adjustment if you need to adjust the price, and then go over here and hit save. So that's super easy. Customers, once you get a customer base, this will be all of your customers. You can click on them and it will show you, actually you got to hit the directory first. This is a brand new account, so it's not going to show everything, but you can click on the person and then it will pop up all their orders that they have done. Invoices. So to create an invoice, your very first one, this is what your page is going to look like. I'm just going to put in my name. Oops, not my email, my name. And then, oh, it actually sends or says add yourself as a customer, so that's nice. Then I'm going to put in my email address. Now, make sure when you put in the name, you hit add customer, because then that will save this customer to your database so that you don't have to go back and re-add them. And then I started out by just invoicing my title Lip Sense, because that is what everybody, when I first started, was buying. Your invoice title, you can title whatever you want. You can title it, when I do a party, I just did a party for Denise, and I put Denise's party. So when I look back, I can look and see my different parties and the customers. If, you know, a year from now I was like, man, who was that customer? I don't really remember them. I can look back and say, oh yeah, they were from Denise's party. So you can put the invoice title there. Your invoice method. So send an email, which I suggest, so your customers have that for them, but you can send it manually. So if you send it manually, that means that they won't get an email from you. Due today, you can always adjust that. I just usually keep it at due today. So now that I want to add an item, I'm going to go in, click on this, and all of your items are now going to pop up, which makes it so much easier. So I want to order an apple cider. I'm going to start typing it, and anything with those letter characteristics will pop up. So I'm going to order an apple cider. And then this is also where you will enter in your shipping. Oh, there is a shipping. It was titled first class shipping in this. So first class shipping, it is $3.50. This document did have priority shipping at $7. You can keep that in there or delete it. It's up to you. I don't do that, but it was in this document. So here's the $3.50. That I think is a pretty good price. Post office pays charges $3. PayPal charges $2.61. A lot of people charge $4 or $5 too, so that's completely up to you. But this is, you have to add it in as an item. And then add your discounts. I have yet to figure out how to save discounts. If I do a discount on my phone, it will save it in this part. So when on my account, when I pop this up, all of those discounts that I've used on my phone will save. But I haven't really monkeyed with it too much on my computer to be able to save a bunch of discounts. Now, my recommendation with this is when you do, let's say I do a 10% discount for a party. So I just label it what it is so that I know when I look back at it. And instead of putting 10% here, because what happens is if I put 10%, it's also going to take 10% off from this shipping as well. So I'm going to look at $25 and realize that 10% of $25 is $2.50. So I'm going to put in $2.50 here and make sure I hit the dollar amount. So now that changes to $1 instead of a percentage off. And now it's just removing $2.50 from the total as opposed to 10% off from the total. So it took me a little while to figure that one out, but it definitely has worked. So this is the other thing, since I didn't get the shipping, if you ever need to go back and just want to double check to make sure the first couple that the tax is selected, you can just click on the customize here. And since I wasn't able to find the tax earlier, I knew that my Michigan tax was being applied to this. So I want to go in and I want to uncheck that. And now that I know that the first class is that's what it's titled, I would go back in and find first class shipping in the items and unmark the tax so that I don't have to do that every time. So here's your total. I would just normally hit send. This is telling me that I'm able to preview it. So you can send it and see how the invoice looks, but I'm not going to do that because I know how they look. When you pay, I am going to sign out of this one because I think this is all I need to know on this one. Maybe. I'm going to here. There we go. And I'm going to put in my information, and I'm going to show you how to take a payment and also do a refund. And since obviously my mom doesn't have any customers in hers, I can't show you in hers, but I can show you in mine. Okay, so this front page is what yours will look like after you start getting payments, and this will show you the deposit, and then it's going to say includes $5.28 processing fee. But I'm not paying the processing fee right now because I have enough money in my free processing that I don't have to pay it. If I wanted to deposit this now, it takes 1% of your deposit and charges you that. So, which I don't need to deposit now. It will be deposited tomorrow, but sometimes on the weekend, it's nice if I'm putting in a big order, or if I just ended like a $750 party and that amount is huge and I need that to be able to make a charge or make an order, then I will definitely deposit that. And it's like, $5, $6, $7, so it's worth it. Okay, so this is the rest of the page, just kind of different stats on what you have. So invoices. If I go to invoices, this one here, it's already paid, but I can show you, actually, you know what, I'm doing my cousin's pictures, and this is his deposit sheet. So up here, I'm going to hit, I'm going to hit more, and you can hit mark as paid. If it is paid as a charge, it will automatically switch to paid. But because he will probably pay cash, I'm not going to cash them out right now because I don't know for sure. But you can cash them out to cash, check, Square point of sale, which you don't ever want to use, or other, maybe it's a gift certificate or something. And you can hit confirm, and then this you can either I always keep this checked because I like to make sure that my customers get an email saying that they have paid. And then you just hit confirm. If you need to do a refund, let's see here. Let me do my mom's in case I accidentally send it. You're going to scroll all the way to the bottom and hit view transaction details. and then you're going to hit issue refund. And then this pop is going to pop up. Now you can enter in, she ordered 4 different items. So let's say she only wants to return the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. So I would put $22 in here, select my reason, and then issue the refund. So it's super easy. It will just refund that. You know, it'll take off the discount and, you know, figure that all out for you. Or actually, you know what? It doesn't. It doesn't take out the discount. You got to put in the exact amount that you want refunded. I don't think there is much more items, import tax, how to order. I think I covered everything here. Let's see here. I can show you the customer now that we're in here. Go to directory. All of my customers pop up. I can click on one over here. It would show what she ordered, when she ordered, and then I can click on this to actually get to the specific order. So here that specific order pops up. So it's super easy, super user friendly. You just kind of got to click around, and they make it very convenient. Again, though, I strongly recommend that you put in all sales so that it's easier to keep track. So hopefully this is helpful. Thanks, girls.